Hey, this is Matt Sorum from many bands, and you're watching Lokaos Rock and Roll.
Aqui com o Matt Sorum, ele vai falar agora exclusivamente com o Lokaos e com o Cadu, vocalista do Kiara Rocks, que é a banda que o Matt Sorum tá tocando aqui no Brasil. So Matt, thank you so much for talking to us.
De nada.
Nice having you here. First question is, how started your partnership with Kiara?
Tracy Guns from LA Guns called me up and said I got this really cool band and cool singer, and initially sent me a video clip of Cadu singing for a possible singer for Velvet Revolver. And at that point we really had stopped looking because Slash had been on the road for a long time doing Slash's band. So after that I got another call and Tracy said, Matt, would you come down to Brazil and play drums on the record? So initially I came down to play drums on the album, and then I really had fun, It was really cool hanging out with everyone, and we just had a blast in the studio. It reminded me when I was, coming up in bands and stuff, and that camaraderie. And I started working with Cadu a little bit on vocals, and really had a good time doing that. So I actually offered my services to the band. I said, if you'd like me to produce the album, I'd be willing to do that.
So are you producing too?
Yes, I am. I'm here producing the record.
Our captain.
Yeah, my new name is Captain Matt.
Captain Matt Sorum.
Or General. And sometimes they have. When I get mad, they go, General. Oh, General is mad. I don't get mad. But yeah, we've been having a blast. We did a couple songs last week, and now we started on a great rock track. And we're going to try to do about 6 more before I leave next week. And then we got 2 that we did last time I was here that I'm going to finish. And then I'm going to take it all back to Los Angeles and add some really cool guests, like international rock stars. And we've got some great people that are interested. And I won't say yet because I want them to play on it first. So that's what's happening, and it sounds great. The band's really stepping up to the challenge and working hard. We're working very hard, not goofing off. 12 hours a day, 13 hours a day.
Wow.
So
Hard work.
yeah, it's good work though.
Yeah.
I mean, we're very lucky to be doing this. So
Nice.
we just want to make it great. So it's been a good process.
E você, Cadu, há 5 anos atrás, se alguém te dissesse que o Matt Sorum iria tocar a bateria da sua banda, gravar um álbum, fazer show com você, sem acreditar?
A gente não acredita agora.
Não caiu a
gente tá
ficha.
meio assim, you can't believe it until a gente não sabe ainda o que tá acontecendo assim. Eu tô ligado no automático o tempo todo, porque se eu parar pra pensar que eu tô tocando lado a lado com um cara num nível desse e que, sabe, você fica meio loucão e não consegue trabalhar direito. Então, talvez depois quando acabar o álbum eu possa responder melhor o que tá acontecendo, entendeu? Mas a gente tá trabalhando, acho que a gente conseguiu um jeito legal de trabalhar e ele entendeu o que é a banda, o que a gente quer passar, o que a gente quer mudar aqui, e ele realmente vestiu a camisa do negócio. Vamos ver, né? Tá ficando chique.
You were talking about Slash and Velvet. Is that reason that Velvet is taking a break now? Slash stuff.
Well, I mean, Slash has been on tour for, almost 2 years now, but it's not the reason. I think the reason it hasn't been that it's fallen into place yet. And, after Scott Weiland, we had such a great first record, especially. The second album is still a good album, but, it's hard to replace Scott for that particular band, I think. you know, I think it's a bit of a gray area. I mean, after Guns N' Roses split up, it was even a question of what we were going to do, the rest of us, you know. I remember one time I called Slash and Duff and I said, what if we call the band Guns and we just go on tour? And they were like, no, it's not cool. You know, it's not cool. So Velvet Revolver, we really felt that we were, especially Slash, Duff, and myself, were the three main guys that started Velvet, because Scott came in much later. So to replace Scott, we felt could be possible. And we tried a couple guys, and it didn't work out. But something maybe in the future. We'll
Maybe
see.
in the future.
I don't know.
The band is not over.
No, I don't think. I don't want to say it's over.
Nice.
I don't want to say it's over. It's just on a hiatus, and you know, we'll make music again together at some point.
Is that really the Sebastian band? Did a test?
No, Sebastian tried out like at the very beginning.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Sebastian came in and sang 6 songs before we got Scott. But we knew at that time, you know, it was funny because when we did Velvet Revolver, you know, we had our relationships with certain singers, right? But we wanted to make a modern rock album. And we had to figure out a way to make that work. We didn't want to be like Guns N' Roses. We knew we had that in us anyway. Especially Slash and Duff's sound was the initial sound of Appetite, and the way they play together and everything. Part of that chemistry was there, but when we added Scott, it brought it into a more of a modern rock element, which he came more from grunge and like, you know, the Seattle movement of like Soundgarden and Pearl Jam and bands like that. So it took it sort of forward as, you know, we became more of a modern rock band, and we were on modern rock radio, where Guns N' Roses wasn't even being played on those radio stations in America. So, I don't know, it was an interesting thing. And then when we asked Corey Taylor to join, that was my idea. I said, why don't we get Corey Taylor from Slipknot? And he's a great guy, number one. He's an absolute sweetheart. And he rocks. And Slash just didn't see it like the rest of us did. We liked him. We have 10 songs. I could put the album out tomorrow. It's done. I mean, it's like, I said, let's go. But Slash wasn't feeling it. And if we're not all feeling it together, we can't do it.
Yeah.
And so that's what happened with that. But you know, when somebody comes along and it's the right thing, we'll do it. But in the meantime, I'm in Brazil, having a blast, making music with Kira Rocks. And it's all good.
Nice.
And my girlfriend's here, which is great. And we're having a blast.
You play with another great band, the Cult, and you played one of the most awesome albums, some example. And after that, you recorded another album. Why didn't you keep going with the Cult?
Well, the Cult was a band that was, you know, before Guns N' Roses. You know, that was really my first big band that I was in. We toured many tours together, you know, with Aerosmith, Metallica. Great band. You know, awesome. I was happy. I would have stayed in I would have stayed in the Cult for the rest of my life.
Really?
Yeah, I would have, yeah. But what happened was Guns N' Roses asked me to join, and at that point I think it left a little bit of a bad taste in the other guy's mouth that I left. And I don't think they were mad at me, because they couldn't tell me, well, don't go join the biggest band in the world.
Yeah.
You know, what are you going to do?
Be a selfish thought.
You know, they're the biggest band in the world, and they asked me to join, and I'm like, okay, if I would have said no, I would have been kicking myself, you know. So when I came back to the band in the late 90s, we made the album Beyond Good and Evil, which was a heavy album. And we did one tour. We came down to Brazil once. We did Curitiba and Sao Paulo, a few other places. But when I left, we finished that album cycle, and then I left and I started performing Velvet Revolver, which initially that was my call to Slash and Duff. You know, I called them and said, let's do something now, it's time. You know, Axl had gone on to call the band Guns N' Roses without us, so I said, well, there he went and did it, so let's just start our own band. And the name Velvet Revolver, if you think about it, it kind of reminiscent of Guns N' Roses, really. But we didn't really think about it that way. We were like, oh, okay, it's a gun and it's soft, like a rose. And it just so happened that it was similar, but that wasn't a thought. wasn't like, oh, this is fucking come up with a name and sounds like a name. So.
And how was touring with Motorhead?
I was telling the guys that was a life-changing experience for me. Lemmy is God. He really is.
Yeah.
I mean, he's. I got to know Lemmy. I got to sit on the bus with him every night, and we talked about all kinds of things. He's a very intelligent man, and just love him. You know, we're close friends now. We're constantly texting each other. After Lemmy flew back from Peru, he landed in LA, and the same day he landed, this is how fucking cool of a dude he is. He got out, he slept a little bit, got out of bed, and came and shot my video. And I woke him up. He goes, oh, he's like this, oh, fuck, what? I go, Lemmy, it's Matt. He goes, oh. Right? I go, have a Jack and Coke. I'm sitting in a car. He goes, oh shit, the video's today. I said, yeah. I said, I got a bottle of Jack here for you. Come on down. And there's girls. He says, oh, okay, give me an hour. So, in other words, he's just a fucking good dude.